Did you know that 78% of men don't approach women anymore?
Where the hell are all of the men over 40? Because I'm convinced y'all are hiding from me.
I'm unmarried, never been divorced, no kids, and not for a lack of trying or because I don't want a family. Can anybody else relate to this?
Whatever happened to men going up to women? Whatever happened to it? We want that. Bring that back. Can we bring that back? Can we start a movement?
If you guys forgot, I'm 29 and single, and I'm having one of those Monday mornings where I woke up feeling like I wanted to cry. I'm just tired of being by myself. I just want to be in love, you know?
Why are so many men reaching a point where chasing sex just doesn't feel worth it to them anymore? What happens when attention, closeness, and validation from women aren't something men can count on the way they used to be? Dating norms are shifting fast. More adults are staying single longer, and younger generations are showing very different attitudes towards sex, relationships, and commitment compared to previous ones. Meanwhile, social media has made it easier than ever to get attention and validation without any real emotional connection behind it. So here's the real question. Are men actually losing interest in sex itself? Or are they just done chasing it at any cost? In this video, we're digging into that shift and why some men now believe they have more to gain by stepping back entirely.
3 reasons why I should be your girlfriend. I will cook and clean for you all the time, every day. I'm very loyal and supportive. Very supportive and loyal. And lastly, I will give you every day.
I can't sleep. I can't eat. I can't drink anything without feeling pain. Just true pain.
The decisions made during those prime years weren't taken away from anyone. They were made freely, often with encouragement, and even celebrated at the time. The stability and companionship people now find themselves wanting were there all along. They just weren't chosen because other, more thrilling options seemed better in the moment. A quiet, empty Friday night isn't just bad luck showing up out of nowhere. It's the accumulated result of years spent putting other priorities first. And the men who were once passed over? Many of them moved on and built real connections with women who valued them from the start.
Men over 50 are almost twice as likely as women to marry out of the West. So these guys are they've exhausted their options in the West or in their town or in their city or even in their country, and they're expanding their dating map. So what's actually even more interesting is that guys are actually they're starting younger doing this too. So guys who are in their 20s and 30s are I'm not even going to start dating in my community. I'm going to look abroad first, which is kind of insane to me. You got to test the waters first before you even go out there.
Real contentment doesn't need an audience or a camera pointed at it. That's actually the giveaway. When someone's genuinely happy, they're not out there creating content just to prove it. And that forced smile, it never quite works because the eyes give it away every time.
So this is for men that live here in America. We need more men approaching women. A lot of you guys know that I'm a hairstylist. I have a lot of clients. Most of my clients are women. 97% of them are single. Beautiful women with their life together, not just single because they don't want to, single because they can't find men. They do try to go to grocery stores, to go to the gym, to go to the park, to church, open spaces to see if they can find a man to talk to. But what they say that men do not approach. Men do not initiate anymore. We need men to initiate more, please.
As a man, once you learn to live alone, you come to realize that most women are only good for one thing. And once you realize you can rent that one thing, you start to see that most women have little else to offer.
believe men are supposed to chase a woman, date her, spoil her, respect and adore her, and love her more. Anything outside of that is just weird. And if you're watching this as a woman, disagreeing with it, thinking it's too much or you don't deserve this, you have been brainwashed and you do not know your own worth. And you may even have internalized misogyny, which you definitely need to work on and heal that shit.
Trying to explain how men really feel to people who've already made up their minds not to listen is a waste of effort. Better to let real experience do the teaching instead. It's far more convincing, and it costs nothing. And this isn't a walk away from everything toward nothing. It's a move towards something genuinely better. That difference matters.
Asks, I'm often curious to why a woman says, I know my worth, especially when they have nothing to offer other than looks. Some don't even have anything going for them. What is their criteria for establishing their worth? Because women with a lot of baggage seem to have this, I know my worth illusions. All right. Bitches just talk. I mean, seriously. She says she knows her worth. What she's trying to do is sell you on the fact that that used up vagina she has, that she's put countless miles on, is somehow worth premium price, hoping that she can get you to buy the fact.
So what I'm telling women is, do not, if you want a family, if you want a husband, do not allow yourself to get to a point where you hit that wall. You are 37, you are looking in the mirror, whatever age that is, and you see a different face and you see your youth going away from you and you start to panic and you can't find yourself in the mirror. Don't let that be the case while you're still on the hunt for a man, or you are going to feel inadequate, depressed, anxious, and rush in to do something toxic to your body to compensate for that. If women just listened more to what people like me are saying, and in your 20s, instead of burying in the career stuff and burying in everything else, you acknowledged the reality that what you have is going to go away. The fertility, the youthful beauty.
Treating potential partners as disposable during the years when options feel most abundant, then expecting top-tier treatment once that window closes, isn't really a strategy. It's a bet that already came due. The reciprocity showed up right on time. That imagined ideal partner who was supposedly waiting in the wings never actually arrived. Meanwhile, the people who were genuinely available got overlooked. Given that sequence of choices, this outcome was always the likely one.
Nowadays, you see women waiting. They're waiting. Well, I want to focus on my career. I want to focus on my degree. I want to be successful. Nothing wrong with that. But what happens is they get to 30 and they have an epiphany. They're like, oh shit, I got to hurry up. Mm-hmm. Like we had a guest on here, I won't say the name. Timeline. 35 years old, childless, no husband. You're at that, we call it hitting the wall.
Yeah.
And then they become negative around it and start saying men are shitty, men are douchebags. And then they get in their 40s and they end up on TikTok talking shit at 40 years old, which is pointless, right? What did you do in your 20s? And this is another thing. It's interesting on planning. Watch this, Sean. And I know you get this. You talk to men, you say plan. You counsel women, plan. I ask a woman on the show, what's your 2 to 5 year plan? I don't know. You don't know.
But yet you want a quality man.
You're 35 years old.
Biology doesn't follow personal plans or changing priorities. Fertility, age, and the choices available at different stages of life operate within limits that cannot simply be ignored because career goals or personal plans come first. Turning to Botox and fillers at 35 may reflect a sudden concern about aging rather than routine self-care. The better approach is to understand the options available during the window when they matter. Waiting until that window has narrowed and then blaming circumstances for the change does not make much sense.
35 and she ain't got kids yet, she's really panicking. So you start to say things like kids, family. You can mention that shit. Listen,
Let's talk about what Charlie Kirk said.
We've basically told a great generation of young women, don't get married, don't have kids, go get a corporate job, and it's created mass political hysteria. And then in their early 30s, they get really upset because they say, the boys don't want to date me anymore because they're not at their prime. And people get mad when I say that. Well, it's just true. If you're in your early 30s, I'm sorry, it's like you're not as attractive in the dating pool as you were in the early 20s. But again, you have your corporate job and cats, so I thought
This generation of women, I would say generations of women, have been fed this idea that it is more important for you to make money and to be independent and to live on your own in your 20s and your 30s, and then you are going to find a guy who wants to marry you, you're going to settle down, you're going to be able to have kids, and you can spend the next 10 to 20 years doing it all or balancing both. And that is a lie. That has absolutely caused mass hysteria. That is a lie that has caused a lot of disappointment and devastation.
An entire generation was encouraged to believe that there was no real downside to putting career first and leaving relationships and family for later. The assumption was that the dating market would remain unchanged and that the same opportunities would always be there. But many people moved on, married, or simply stopped waiting. Much of the heated discussion happening online now reflects a growing realization that personal timelines and real-world choices do not always match the expectations people were given.
So I have a girlfriend that called me for some advice, right? She's in a relationship, living with her man, but the man does not want to have sex. Like, he's never initiating. Even if she explains to him, she wants some, it's just kind of like he not in the mood, he don't want to do it. She doesn't think he's cheating. She doesn't think he's gay. Is that normal? Like, for me, I didn't really know what to tell her because I have never been faced with such a challenge. So I don't know. So I'm asking you, and especially men, if you all could comment, any man that has been in this situation or for some reason just doesn't feel like having sex with his partner, what is he seeing with that?
I had a wonderful day at the beach today, but now it's Friday night and I'm all alone.
The freedom and independence many women value can be genuine, while the quiet that sometimes follows can also be real. Both experiences can exist at the same time, without one canceling out the other. Women who built independent lives made their own choices and had the right to do so. If a quiet Friday night eventually feels noticeable, it does not automatically mean someone else is to blame. Sometimes it is simply the result of many personal decisions coming together over time.
Question. So I think I speak for a lot of women. Where are the men that can't breathe when you talked to us? Couldn't breathe when we were touching you. When you were suffocating when we weren't next to you. Where are those men? Because we want them. We want you to not be able to breathe when we're talking to you because you're so consumed by the thought of us that you are thinking about us and suffocating when we're not next to you. I don't know. Is it too much tax for it? I don't think so.
I have to say I feel sorry for some of you men out there in the dating world because it is 2025. I'm a 38-year-old female, and these women out here even confuse me. Some women out here putting Jesus in their bio, but then you go look at their stuff and it's nothing but thirst traps, lustful, seductive content. I mean, the modern day woman calls serving your husband oppression, but yet will have no problem going out and serving a male boss and cry that that's empowerment. And real feminine energy is not sexual marketing like the modern day woman might tell you. Y'all are getting seduction and femininity like completely confused. And I've said it before, but a lot of women have this long laundry list of unrealistic criteria that they want in a man, but yet they bring nothing to the table. And we don't talk about that. We tell the women, no, you are a queen, you will be treated as such, but we're not teaching women how to be wives these days. And I would go out on a limb and say that most of the women out in the modern day dating culture do not actually have standards. They have entitlement and accountability, a woman's kryptonite. Some of you ladies are going to die alone, still blaming men for the choices that you made.
Being in your late 20s is so hard. I've seen a few people talk about this and just kind of the loneliness of your late 20s, and especially people who are kind of in this middle stage of, hey, I'm not married, don't have kids, not in a relationship, but I'm also not going out every weekend. I spend a lot of my time by myself. I live alone. I come home from work, I go to the gym, I spend my evenings alone. And on the weekend lately, I feel like I've been so exhausted that all I want to do is like spend time by myself. And I'm struggling with questions about work. You know, am I passionate about what I'm doing? Am I good at it? Should I be traveling right now and not working? Or should I be trying to work remotely so that I can travel? Like, there's just all these things that I think I would like to experience, and it's hard to know, well, when am I going to experience those things?